What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Drug Night podcast. The anime that we are covering for this episode is going to be Kaguya Sama Love is War. Now, this is an anime that me and Tushar are the only two people who have watched.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Digvijay and Anurag were supposed to watch the anime, but they got, they got, they got, they got, they were sadly,
sidetracked.
yeah, they were sidetracked by hentai. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. They were sidetracked by hentai.
See, we know how to balance both hentai and Kaguya. That's
Yeah,
also weird.
I have a dual screen monitor so I can balance both.
Okay, stop flexing. Enough.
Right. Okay. So anyway, today's episode is all going to be about Kaguya-sama Love is War. Now, if you don't know Kaguya-sama Love is War, or as it's called by the manga, Kaguya-sama Wants to Be Confessed To, is a romance comedy anime. But it's actually like it's got a pretty interesting twist about it. Like, well, for one, it's actually funny, unlike most of the other rom-com anime that.
That's what rom-com stands for.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part about it is it focuses more on the com part of the rom-com,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's going to be
There's
action.
less rom. It's less rom, more com.
Exactly. It's like you're going to find it's going to become funnier and funnier every passing episode. And there's never really a point where you're never going to feel like it's not taking itself seriously because it has a really good story to tell, a really good love story to tell, be under all that comedy. But the way the comedy is integrated into the love story is actually really, really well done. So
and
it's
the romance itself is not like really cringe or boring. It's like it's there. It's enough to tell the story. It's
yeah,
not overplayed. There's no over romance. It's like
exactly. The
there enough.
comedy, exactly. The comedy is based on the romance between the two characters. So
Hmm.
by that itself, it's like made pretty funny. Like the
Yeah.
way the romance is shown is pretty hilarious. So the overall gist of the anime is basically the president of the student council in the academy. Which the academy, Tushar?
Oh
Academy.
wait, wait.
I think it's Shuchen. Shuichen.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. The president of the student council in the academy is like this prestigious academy where all rich kids go to, but he's not rich, right? And
Yeah.
he's like he falls in love with this girl who is a natural prodigy, and she's called Kaguya.
It's Shuchin Academy.
Yeah, Shuchin
Yeah.
Academy. So I was right. Right. So he falls in love with this girl called Kaguya, who's a natural genius,
She's
and
also the vice president.
she's also the vice president, and
And
she's
she's
like
like the daughter of like one of the high ranking people in Japan. And
high-ranking
she's
families
yeah,
in
families,
Japan,
yeah.
the Shinomiya family.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Shinomiya family.
exactly. And basically, Kaguya doesn't want to confess to the president. She wants the president to confess to her. And the president's like, I'm not going to confess to her. I want her to confess to me.
So
Like,
the basic gist of the story is that they're doing everything they can to make the other person confess first because they think that the person who confesses first is weak. So
exactly.
that's just the whole story. But then they try to make each other confess in like a lot of funny yet calculated ways, and they backfire a lot. But then they provide entertainment. So
Exactly. That's where the comedy part of the anime you'll really start to come in. Like, okay, so guys, before we really get into the comedy part and everything, major spoilers ahead. So I suggest you watch the anime beforehand because otherwise it's going to ruin quite a lot of the funny moments for you. I had this happen to me with JoJo's Bizarre Adventures where I finished watching all the funny moments before I got to the actual anime. So I lost interest in them within their context. So if you haven't watched the anime, you watch the anime first, then you may come back to this episode and listen to
and
what I have.
trust me. Okay, I didn't watch the anime. I put off watching the anime for like maybe like 2 3 weeks, even though he told me. But then I started watching the anime, and it gets you hooked onto it. So it's fun. It's fun watching it, and I highly suggest that you guys watch it.
Exactly. It's the first anime that made me actually get into manga. So it's a really entertaining anime. I will get you that. But yeah, now jumping into the comedy part of the anime. So what you'll basically see throughout the anime is like this common theme is both the president and Kaguya are somewhat not that competent at human to human interaction. So they have trouble confessing their feelings to one another. They want the other person to confess the feeling. Hence their feelings. Hence the name Kaguya Sama Love is war because it's like a war. It's like a battlefield. They're
Yeah,
calculating.
even the opening of the if even the opening of the anime like it features them holding guns and other weapons. It is yeah,
Like, and it's the best part about this is it's animated by A1 Pictures, so the animation quality is consistent and it is amazing. That
it's
is
really good. It's really good.
exactly like overall, I mean, it's a pretty mainstream anime, so I can see people like being it. Oh, it's an overrated anime. It's like too good and everything. Like, it's like too popular. Like people who've watched Kaguya Sama and think is good haven't watched real comedy. They're dumbasses, right? It is dead ass an excellent anime. It's a 10
It's a
out of
very good anime, but then it depends on what type of person you are too. But then it's a really good anime by default.
exactly. Like subjectivity will definitely come into the mix when you're watching the anime, but like generally speaking, it's one of the best animes I've ever watched. Now this anime has two total seasons. We both watched the two seasons. I've read ahead in the manga. Tushar has read ahead in the manga, but we don't want to cover the manga in this particular episode.
I have.
Yes, yes, you have, Tushar.
Okay.
Just shut up and say you have.
Okay, I have.
We're not okay. I'll be honest with you. Tushar's a dumbass. He didn't read the manga, but yeah,
No, there's a
basically,
live action.
what?
There's a live action. Did you know that?
I do not
Yo,
know.
there's a live action. What?
Yeah, oh, that one. Don't watch it. It's bad.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'm not gonna watch it, but then still,
You know
wow.
we're recording this, right?
Yeah, I know, I know.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, I'm putting the segment in the video too. Tushar's a dumbass
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Tushar
Okay, fine. Okay, chill, chill.
right? Yeah. So now please focus, Tushar. Please. Okay.
Right, right, right.
Taking ourselves seriously. We're a real
Yes, yes,
YouTube channel.
yes. Of course.
Yes. Okay, so basically where was I?
About talking about the comedy.
Yeah, so like when we're jumping in about into the comedy of Kaguya Sama's Love is War, as I said, the title is Love is War because they are like strategizing against each other actively throughout the entire anime, right? Most comedic scenarios, 99% of them, are going to be from this particular like conflict between the two of them. One trying to figure out what the other is thinking, other than trying to counter what that first is thinking. And the best part about the anime, one of the best part, like the entire anime is good, but the funniest part about the entire anime, I'll have to say, is the narrator.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's,
It's very funny.
he's just there in the background. His voice is magnificent, and he delivers some of the funniest lines in the entire
Yes,
anime.
yes.
And at
That's
the end
true.
of every single small segment of the anime, it's like a small chapter based anime, right? So you're gonna have
Hmm.
lots of chapters in one episode. So
Yeah,
yeah,
almost
at
two,
the
three
end,
movies.
yeah, at the end of every this
Sometimes
one,
two.
the director will declare like Shinomiya won or Shirogane won, right? They're gonna be doing that. That's the
Yeah.
narrator, and it's hilarious, right?
Every day is a new battle, and at the end of each segment, it's always they say who wins.
Exactly.
So the thing is, I don't like that most nine. If you watch the anime, you see that like most of the time it's always Kaguya who wins. Miyuki never wins.
I mean, I kind of disagree because I think
Very
that
rarely wins.
yeah, no, I think no, Miyuki wins. Miyuki wins a fair bit. I think as season one goes along,
Hmm.
it's like Kaguya wins, but Kaguya loses at the same time. Like I'll
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you see season one, and then you transition into season two. You see Kaguya get more like fall more in love with Miyuki Shirogane, right? And
yeah.
yeah, and Miyuki is just still stoic throughout, and Kaguya wins because she makes him flustered faster,
Hmm,
but she
hmm.
loses because she's probably falling in love with him, so she's probably the one who's going to end up. confessing for
I
me.
mean, they both like each other. It's very obvious that they both like have a lot of feelings for each other. But then the only problem is that through the anime it shows like Kaguya likes Miyuki more. But then I think that both of them like each other the same way.
No, no, it shows it that way. They do like each other the same, but like Kaguya just seems to get more forward with time. Like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, the funniest episode so far I've watched would be the one with the the one with the boxers and the briefs.
Oh my god.
I'll, I'll
She straight up asks, like, what are you wearing? What?
no, no, she's like of underwear.
Wait, okay, see, what is that assumption though? Like, what, you wear boxers, you're a player.
Yeah, no, no,
Is
no.
this
We
comfortable, man? Come on.
we don't discuss the assumptions made by Project F. Okay, Project F.
Okay.
Chica. Okay, guys, if any of you have watched the Chica dance from on YouTube, you know that weird dance with the pink haired girl.
No, I don't know what this.
Did you ever watch the ending for one of it's the one in which Chica was dancing in the
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, this one, yeah.
dance
Yeah.
by itself is pretty popular. So if any of you have watched this dance, you know which anime it comes from, right? Chika Fujiwara or Fujiwara Shogun.
Fujiwara.
She's the secretary in the
Yeah.
anime. She's the agent of chaos, or as she's labeled by Ai Hayasaka, another
She's
character.
she's very funny though. She's very very funny.
She's very funny. She's adorable, but my God, she's psycho.
Yeah,
Like
she's psycho. She's annoying, but she's very funny.
exactly. She's what she's I think by Ai Hayasaka, who's like Kaguya's maid, right? She's
Yeah,
labeled
yeah,
she's labeled as subject F.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Labeled subject F because she's just like this agent of chaos
yeah. Mm-hmm.
who like puts she fucks up all
And,
Shirogane
both of their what do you call
plans.
plans? Yeah.
The plans that all of every single time the plans will get fucked up by Fujiwara. It's law. It's
Mm,
law. She will fuck up their plans, right?
mm,
That's Chiga Fujiwara in a nutshell. Like her entire purpose in the anime is to be the funny character who ruins their plans.
yeah.
And the thing is, she wins most of the time. Like she wins most of the time, as in like there are very few people who can criticize her, but there is
Mm.
one character who just never hesitates to do so. The best boy in the entirety of anime.
Ishigami.
Dude, this dude is single-handedly the funniest dude.
He's funny as hell, dude. He's the best. He's the amazing guy, dude.
The thing is, the more you watch the anime, the more you relate to Ishigami. But
Mm.
like there are manga spoilers, so I'm not gonna tell them to you.
Nah,
But
nah, nah.
yeah, but like basically, as for the duration of the anime, you will relate to Ishigami's
Yes, yes.
attitude. Like his
See, even in like season one when he was barely shown, I loved him from the start because he's he's awkward. He's kind of funny at times. And he has a good relationship with the president. It's such a what do you say? It's a good thing. It's a good character. He's
he
a good
has
character.
he has bromance with the president, dude.
Yeah,
Like
it's really good. It's really good. And remember
exactly.
that episode where both of them started both President and Ishigami started flirting with Kaguya?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They read
yeah,
the
that
they
was,
read they read a
and then
shoujo manga,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
yeah, and it creates a shoujo atmosphere in the this thing.
yeah.
That's the only time you're gonna see the anime focus on the uh,
Love part.
romance part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
But even then, it is done in a comedic
It
manner.
was so fun. And in the end of the episode, what do you call President and Ishigami both went to the aquarium.
Exactly. I'll tell you like the episode basically it goes down as they like in the last small story of the episode, they read like a shoujo manga. They get
Yeah,
Kaguya and Ai Hayasaka to read the shoujo manga, and apparently the manga makes them want to fall in love, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
they use the ending theme of the anime as an
Hmm.
opening theme for the shoujo manga, which is brilliant in itself. Like they use it as an opening theme, and then the last like 5 minutes are just fucking around and making it a shoujo show. Okay, so
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
have like exactly. So you have these closed, zoomed in shots of their faces. Their eyes are like really, really well detailed. It's some of the most hilarious shit I have seen. And
Hmm. True, true.
I've watched some pretty funny anime, and I can fucking guarantee it. This is some of the most funny stuff that I have ever seen. Like it's
Yes,
an
yes.
amazing.
It's really funny. It is really funny. And
Exactly, and
the face expressions that they make, like half the time, it's just hilarious. By that itself, it's like funny. It's not the context; it's just the faces.
exactly the voice acting for the anime is
Oh, the voice acting is on point, and the way they like change, the way especially like Kaguya's voice actor changes from like being absolutely serious to being like head over heels over president.
yeah, exactly, and
The switch, that's so clean and like it's so lifelike.
yeah, I know, and
It doesn't sound forced.
exactly. I'll tell you something funny though. That voice actor who plays Kaguya, it's her first anime.
Hmm, yeah, yeah.
It's her
Oh,
first.
okay. That's cool.
Yeah, most of the voice acting cast is new, except the guy
Uh,
who voices Miyuki Shirogane.
okay, okay.
That dude voiced Saitama.
Hmm. Oh, wait, what, really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That dude voiced Saitama. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool,
speaking
bro.
of that, we gotta do a One Punch Man episode.
We have to, yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird that we haven't, considering it's like up there.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's make it a comedy week. We're gonna cover One Punch Man next, guys. We've
Yeah,
made that
okay.
exactly. We're gonna make it clear. Next episode is One Punch Man. All right.
All right,
But
all right.
getting back to Kaguya Sama Lovers War, bro,
Yes.
where like now that we've given you like an overall summary of the anime, I feel like we have to like start discussing every single character because the characters have a fuck ton of depth. They have the fuck ton of depth, not death, depth. Don't mind me mispronouncing, but they have a fuck ton of depth. It's some of the most amazing shit like ever, right?
Hmm.
And it's like first we'll go over Kaguya, then we'll go through Miyuki, then we'll go to like basically we'll go over the characters one by one. Don't worry about it too much. But yeah, that we're gonna be doing in like the next episode of this. Like basically once we finish the Kaguya Sama segment, which we're consider there's an entire categorization process, right? We're considering Kaguya Sama one entire huge segment of it. And then the next time we will be going to One Punch Man and we'll decide how to, deal with One Punch Man.
Yeah.
So for now, like right now, the next episodes onwards will all be spoilers for Kaguya-sama Lovers War. So I really suggest that you guys watch the anime first and then come and watch an episode.
Even this episode was like filled with like small spoilers here and there.
Exactly. This episode,
Sprinkle spoilers.
this is just like a starting point for this thing, but we'll get like the other episodes and it's going to be pretty spoiler heavy. So I suggest you really start like reading the uh like you read the
Watching the
manga.
anime or reading the.
Exactly. So for now, guys, bye bye. We'll be back next episode about with a discussion about the characters.
Bye bye.